Well, I want to open up talking about my project to say that I've been inclined since I was very young to search beyond the belief systems that were given to me. The reason...
Where were you born actually?
I was actually born in Switzerland, but I grew up in Paris, and I don't feel I belong to any country.
Yeah.
Okay? So, anyway, I wanted to say that the belief systems that were given to me didn't fit for me because I found that they had painful results. And I guess I retained enough of my spirit as a child to be able to be a witness to the fact that if a belief system is right, it shouldn't hurt. Or the people involved in the belief system shouldn't hurt. And I'm making reference to, for instance, Jesus on the cross. You know, I don't believe that pain and suffering are good teachers. So I decided I was going to investigate what didn't hurt in terms of pleasure and ecstasy. So I've been on a long quest for beauty, pleasure, and ecstasy. And somewhere along the way on my quest, I found Timothy Leary. I was 26 and he was 53. And I learned a lot from that experience. To make a long story short, I would say that...
you met him in 1960?
I met him in 1973.
73.
Yes. And consequently, I was brought back to the United States with him, and he was in prison 3.5 years. And I visited him every day of those 3.5 years. And that's a long story, and a very fascinating story, but I will talk. Well, I'm glad to have a chance to add something, because what I want to say is, for me, the most important thing that has happened is my uncle invented the H-bomb.
Really?
Yesterday, Stan Grof spoke about him, Stanislas Ulam, as being the mother of the H-bomb. Okay? And so I have the same blood as Stan Ulam. And on the other hand, I sought out Timothy Leary.
Yeah.
And so I feel I have the H-bomb on one shoulder and LSD on the other. LSD came along, had itself discovered by Albert Hoffman at the same time as my uncle discovered the formula for the H-bomb. And I think, like in our inner selves, we touched bottom, and bottom meaning we went all the way to finding a way to kill ourselves. And then once we'd found the way to kill ourselves, or at the same time, we found the way to transcend ourselves. And I think that is absolutely magnificent, and that it's an extraordinary example of the human spirit, and that it opens up. It's the same time Wasson rediscovered, around the same time that Wasson went to the indigenous culture of the Mazatec Mountains and rediscovered what I call the original bond with nature. So just at the moment that we could have mushroomed ourselves into nothing, Wasson discovered the original bond, sacred bond with nature by experiencing the Mazatec ceremony with mushrooms, and LSD came about. So I think that really speaks about the extraordinary resilience and beauty and inventiveness of the human spirit. And this is what I'm interested in bringing to my website, futureprimitive.org, is by talking to the people who promote this resistance in the sense of revolution, people who promote this resistance, but there is actually a letting go and going towards living to the fullest.
You have about 100 interviews, I heard?
I have, at this point, 108 interviews from people all over the world who speak about how we can live into the future by taking into account the past. This is why it's called future primitive. We must listen to the voices of the past, to the indigenous people, to the people who are connected to the planet, so that we can invent possible futures for ourselves. And you are younger than me. You are younger than me. You are younger than me. And you can do it. Experience ecstasy. That is the true mind-altering drug. Ecstasy. Experience ecstasy to the fullest. Don't let governments tell you that you can't do that. Experience ecstasy to the fullest, and you will invent a future that will be sensational.